What's up, y'all? It's your boy P. We back with another video. I told you I wasn't gonna take another month off. Y'all didn't believe me. Shit, I wouldn't believe me either, bro. I've been doing this too much. But yeah, man, important thing is that we back. Straight to it. Let's jump straight to it. This is gonna be more of like a thought. This video, and I was really thinking about this. That life is like damn near like a puzzle, bro. It's like damn near a puzzle, and then every like season or situation that you're going through is like a piece of that puzzle. What's the issue though? The issue is that we judge the pieces of the puzzle like individually. Like really like think about it. If you take a piece of the puzzle and you look at it and you like judge it individually, it wouldn't make no sense. Sometimes it wouldn't even like look crazy to y'all. But if you add that piece to that whole puzzle, then it will make sense. Then it's like, damn, you're like something like beautiful. Unless the drawing's crazy, right? You gotta like do the same thing when you're thinking about your life. Either you're going through a bad season or a good season. You gotta understand that's just a piece of the puzzle. So you can't like. I feel like we really like live in the moment when we talk about negative things, and I feel like when it's positive stuff that we take it like almost like damn near for granted. Like, okay, this is just alright, this is cool and all that, but let's get back to work. But then when it's negative, it's like, oh shit, this is the end of the world. Like, this is my worst time. Like, come on, God, this and that. And I feel like if you really master that mindset, that is like understanding that life is a puzzle and the time that you're living is just a piece of that whole puzzle or the whole plans that God have for you. Like, you'll be alright, man. You'll feel great. You'll do things like more, you just feel better, and you just go about your life with a better attitude, with a positive attitude, instead of just living every moment like to the fullest or intensively to the point where you're like happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. You know what I'm saying? But like really think about it. If you think about all the bad situations you had in your life until now, if you're watching this video, it means that you're alive, right? So if you're alive and if you think about all that situations that you had to deal with until this point in your life, until the point that you're watching this video, didn't that shit made you stronger? Like, didn't that shit like teach you something? And I feel like this is the way you gotta look at things. You can't just be like, how do I say this? It's not self sabotage. It's like victimizing yourself like in everything. Oh, I had such a hard life. This and that happened to me. Like, that's why I'm this, that's why I'm that. Like, no, bro. Like, you gotta go about it like, all right, this and this and that like happened to me, and it kind of made me who I am today. It may not be like only positive stuff, but I learned something from that situation or from that, whatever that happened to me, and I learned what to do. I learned what not to do. Like, and today, the person I am, the mentality I have, the things that I already like gained, is like due to that situation that it didn't feel pleasing at the moment, but it teach me something. You know what I'm saying? So if you pair that with the fact that you're looking at life as like pieces of the puzzle, you won't trip about stuff as much as you would if just living like fully to the moment of that thing that's happening in that moment or in that situation or in that season. But yeah, man, as always, like I got some verses for y'all. First verse I want to read. I wrote this in a paper. Don't judge me, y'all. This is crazy, but yeah. Is James 1 2 to 4. And it says, like, consider it pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. And like the first part of this verse, I know it's hard to do this, guys, but the more you practice it, the more you read the word, the more you like deepen your relationship with God, the more you trust Him more, the easier it will get. But yeah, the first part of this verse is consider it pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. This is damn near how I look at life right now. So it's like whenever like a bad, I'm not saying a bad situation, but whenever a challenging, let me put it like this. Whenever a challenging situation like comes up to me, I damn near be like, ah shit, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? So but I go about it with that attitude of like, okay man, like here we go again. Like this is nothing crazy. This is nothing like I've gone through a lot in this life. I'm still here. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've gone through a lot of like hard stuff in my life. God still pushed me to this point. He still got me to this point. I'm still alive. I still have health. I still have a lot of stuff to be grateful for. So this will just be another challenging situation that I will like overcome, and that will teach me something. That's how I look at it. I'm not gonna be here like telling y'all I will be like so happy in that situation, even though it's a really, really bad situation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all that, but I can definitely tell to y'all it's not like it used to be where I would be like down. I would be down, guys. I would be like, oh man, God, here we go again. Like, come on. Like, why always this? Why always me? Why this? What I did? This was me, like, in the past. But now I damn near be like calm, and then I'll be like, all right, man, let's navigate through this. I know I got God. I got everything I need. So, let me rejoice. Let me rejoice in this situation. Let me look at it as something that will teach me something. So this is like the first part. Consider it pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. Now, another important part is because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. So what it's saying here is like when you go through these trials and tribulations and whatever, it will develop perseverance because it's literally testing your faith. Like you're in a bad situation. You already gone through here to this point in life, so God already pulled you through many situations. You gotta have faith that He will do the same with this exact situation or this exact season that is going. No matter if it's 1 week, 1 month, plenty of years, whatever, you know that you got to this point, and it's all because of the grace of God. We can agree to that, right? So you have to have faith that God will still pull you through this situation and will just be like another situation to add to the list of things that you already conquer through His grace, through His, guidance, and through His all of that. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have faith, and you gotta look at those situations with the mindset of like, all right, man, this is a challenging situation, but what does it says in the Word? Because we always gotta get back to the Word. Because if I had like, let's say I go through a tough situation, right? If I had my thoughts, only my thoughts to that situation, I would just be like, as I already told you in this video, I'd be like, ah, man, why this again, man? I'm tired. Like, I can't deal with this shit no more, man. Like, damn. Like, I understand it. Like, please, like, let me just be alright. But nah, I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at it like, all right, man. This is challenges, but what does it says in the word? I always take back to the word. This is why it's important for you to know the word, to read the word, and to be tapped into to the spirit and to God. And the only way you can do that, yeah, praying is good. Yeah, doing whatever is good. But at the end of the day, you gotta read the Bible. You gotta tap into the Bible. You gotta know this word, right? As soon as I see this, so getting back to as soon as I look at a situation, I'll be like, all right, this is challenging, this is this and that, but what does God tell me? God tells me that I should rejoice in these situations because the testing of my faith will produce perseverance, right? And then He says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. This is exactly what happened to me until this point in my life. Like I've gone through so many situations, tough situations, but then I always conquer them. Some of them I'm still conquering, but you already know what I'm saying. Like a lot of the situations I conquer them through the grace of God, because He allowed me, because He guided me, because He created the situations, whatever. But all glory to Him. It's nothing to do with me. All glory to Him, right? So I gotta understand that when I'm going through a tough situation and I'm in the situation, I gotta look at it like this, because that situation will test my faith, and the testing of my faith will mature me, as it says. It said that you will be mature and complete, lacking nothing. So this is how you got to look at a situation, a tough situation. You got to look at it like, all right, this is going to be challenged, but this will also teach me something. This will also like mature me. This will also like mold me to the future, where if I come up to the same situation, I already know how to handle it. It's all a process, guys. I already told you this in the previous video. It's all a process, bro. You gotta love the process. If you love the destination and hate the process, you will fail. I can tell you that for a fact. Like, but if you love the process, if you develop this mentality that like, okay, I can't lose, I will always be learning something, and I know that I should be joy and grateful in this situation, because it will test my faith and we will produce perseverance, which like God loves us to have that and to have that faith. Then I'll be like, man, this is just this is just another stuff, bro. This is another thing. Like, I just gotta go through it, and you'll almost feel unfazed, which is this part that is saying like lacking nothing. You'll almost feel unfazed by whatever situation that comes into your life, because you have this mentality. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. The second verse I wanted to talk about is which I wanted to read. I'm not going to talk too much about it, because it's pretty much everything that I said already. But it's Romans 8 to 18, and it said, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed to us. And I 100%, 2000% believe this. And this is more like focused like on heavenly things. This is more like focused on the future that God promises to us, the Jesus coming back, us, being liberated from this flash of sin, this whatever, But this can also be applied into our living in this life too. I'm pretty sure that whatever you're going through right now, whatever suffering like you're dealing with right now, it probably won't compare with the day that you'll be like that you will finally have your breakthrough. You feel what I'm saying? When I say breakthrough, I don't only mean like material stuff. I also mean like spiritual breakthrough. Like your spiritual breakthrough is coming, guys. Your breakthrough in general, whatever it is, like a worldly, financially, spiritually, it's coming, and you gotta like put it out with your mouth. You gotta be like, my breakthrough is coming. Like, I will overcome this through the grace of God. God tells me this, so I will tell this. You gotta have that mindset. And as it's saying in the world, like your present sufferings won't and can't compare to the glory that He will reveal to you. You just gotta trust that. And this is where like faith plays a big part, because faith is the evidence of things that you don't see yet. So it's not physical, it's not happening yet. You gotta have faith, but we know that we can't please God if we don't have faith. So we gotta practice it. We gotta pray every day. We gotta read the word, and the more you read, the more that faith will develop. Like, and I can tell you this by experience. I didn't have this faith, this mindset, this mentality like overnight. It took me reading, it took me listening to the word, it took me listening to podcasts, it took me a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting that I will be talking in the next videos. But it's a continuous work. Obey the Spirit will work. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, that y'all learned something, that this video helps. And don't forget that Jesus loves you. I love y'all too. Peace.